Annyeonghaseyo, this is Limpeh on my BJJ journey over 40 years old. And today I just want to talk about why I think at this point of time, right, my BJJ kind of suck right now. Okay, here I am in Istanbul, Team Carlson Gracie, Team Ground Pound, Istanbul, and I've been training here for about 2.5 months, and I've clocked about 130 hours of mat time on the average. Yes, 100 plus hours in just 2.5 months because I train here full time, 2 to 3 times a day. Alright, check out my other videos to know my training routine. I have another video coming up about my training routine as well. But I have learned a lot of techniques. Basically, I've learned what to do in every single position. I even have a nice little flow chart showing my game from as a passer, as a guard puller, what I do at every stage of time. So basically, I have a lot of techniques because I have a lot of mat time. I do a lot of drills, so my body knows how to make those moves, and I've drilled those moves. And if given enough time and under no pressure, I can go through my game plan quite perfectly. But I find that right now my BJJ kind of sucks because whenever I roll, I either zone out or spaz out. See, for those of you who don't know what it means, zone out means you basically like your eyes go blank and you go like and you stop seeing. You stop seeing and you just like trying to cope and trying to catch up what's going on. And then by spaz out, meaning like you suddenly go this hyperdrive and you start, your adrenaline starts rushing and you throw all your techniques out the window and you're just fighting like a mad dog, you know. Now, I find that I get into this situation a lot. I don't spaz out that much, but I zone out a lot. I zone out a lot. Meaning, halfway through, like if I'm in a position that I'm not familiar with, rather, you know, when I first started in BJJ, when I'm in a position that I'm not familiar with, my body instincts take over and I try to get out of it or whatever. But now that I know the game and I know the techniques, I know the flow of what a row is about, when I get into a weird position, I zone out. I kind of, my mind goes blank, like what the hell is this? You know, I don't know how to deal with it, and then I just freeze. And then a lot of times, halfway in the row, I zone out and I kind of like just feeling where the legs and arms are in order to know what position I'm in and you know how to react to it. And after a row, like half the time, if you ask me how the guy got the mount on me, I don't remember. I don't even know. So the reason why I don't know was because at that point in time, I wasn't paying attention to the opponent. Like my mind was zoned out, right? Now I think right now at this stage, more than techniques and more drills or whatever, I need to find I do a lot of conditioning here as well, by the way. Boom, look at the conditioning. Wow, I love this. Oh, look at that. Boom. But anyways, I need to find a solution. Now, a lot of people. Now, of course, I've done a lot of martial arts. I've done 30 years of martial arts, and I sparred a lot. I fought in the ring and stuff like that, right? So I know how it works. Like when you're still new to a fight, even when I was doing my MMA about 11 years ago, my first fights, you know, when you really fight against an opponent who wants to win against you, you kind of panic and then you can't see where the punches and kicks are coming from, right? So I guess it's the same thing, and it takes a lot of ring experience to get over that. There's just no magic formula, and I think BJJ is the same thing. It's probably that same thing where, because as a striker for over 30 years, I'm not used to having people all over me. I don't like that feeling. As a striker, you don't want someone all over you, you know, and that puts me back into like that newbie place where you zone out or spaz out, you know, kind of like your first day in the ring fighting Muay Thai or what, right? So yeah, I think right now, more than trying to learn more techniques, I need to solve this, because if you zone out, if you spaz out, nothing you learn matters. Nothing you learn gets applied. So yeah, if you guys have any, right now, after thinking about this for like all night last night, I think the only thing is I just have to clock my rows, and I'm giving myself a target 100 rows. Just as a target, right? Of course, we'll do a lot more than that. Right now, I'm only at about 40 rows, so I'm not very experienced in the whole thing, and the feeling of getting people stacked on top of me, crushing me, smashing me. So yeah, to me it boils down to experience. What about you guys? If you guys have any great advice, please help me in the comments below. Right? Annyeong.